everybody. Welcome back to another great show. It's Live on Purpose, and we appreciate you for tuning in each and every Saturday. Make sure you tell a friend to subscribe on YouTube to Purpose Speaks. Today, I'm going to be hanging out with two of my best buddies, so sit back, relax, get your glass of wine, and let's get it. Going to have two of my best buddies with me, and I do. Janet and Silas from the Best Buddies program. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
I'm so glad you guys could make it because I really want to hear all about your program. So, Best Buddies, how did it start?
Best Buddies started actually a long time ago. It started in 1989.
Okay.
It was founded by Anthony Shriver, whose mom, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, had founded Special Olympics.
Okay.
And he realized as a college student at Georgetown University that you don't see those Special Olympians other than at Special Olympics events. So at that time, he started wondering, where are they the rest of the time?
Right.
He started a friendship club, and he matched up some of his friends from college with some of those Special Olympics athletes.
Okay.
And that club turned into Best Buddies International, which now has friendship programs in 54 countries around the world.
Wow.
So in Ohio, a few years ago, we started looking at establishing a friendship chapter at the high school that Silas goes to now.
Okay.
And I called Best Buddies International and asked, what's it going to take to get a chapter going? And at that time, there were just 5 chapters in Ohio.
Okay.
They said, well, we can help you get a chapter started at your high school, but what we really are looking for is somebody to open a statewide office.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was kind of this
called
moment.
Right at the right time.
I did. It was this moment of truth where they were saying, you know, this is what we're looking for. And my background at that point was fundraising and program planning, so it kind of made sense.
Right.
So it was like this little family, like, discussion of, are we ready to take this on? This is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
So obviously we decided to, because here I sit.
Right.
So we started, I kind of gathered up some friends and we started raising money and raised $250,000 over the course of 13 months to be able to open a Best Buddies International affiliate office in Ohio.
Nice.
So we just opened our office in Columbus in January.
Okay.
Yes, and Silas does have a chapter at his high school now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So and this fall we went from having those 5 school-based chapters last year to 19 school-based chapters this year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's pretty exciting.
So you called at the right time, huh?
I did.
Absolutely.
I did, and it's been an exciting ride.
So what are some of the events or some of the things that you guys do in Best Buddies?
So the school chapters, they put on kind of their own events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, at Silas's school, they're going to have a Halloween party coming up here soon. Yeah. They do a lot of activities in the school, and then the friendship pairs, so the kids that are matched one-on-one, they go do their own thing as well.
Okay.
As a statewide office, we put on some events as well. We just had a really fun, really exciting event here in Cleveland in September with Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
And I know.
That sounds like fun.
It was really fun. Such a nice young man. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even believe it. He was in Best Buddies when he was in college. When he was a student at Duke University. Yeah. He has maintained his relationship with the program and with our founder, Anthony Shriver, for all those years.
Wow.
I guess it really hasn't been that long.
No.
He wasn't in college that long ago.
No.
But over that period of time, he's maintained his relationship and does some big events for Best Buddies.
That's awesome.
So he agreed to do an event for us here in Cleveland. We had it at the Plaza in between the Quicken Loans Arena and Progressive Field. Wow. It was a beautiful day. We were really blessed with gorgeous weather, and we had a few hundred folks come out. We had a walk, a friendship walk, which is one of the signature events for Best Buddies.
Okay.
And then we had a basketball game, and the teams were coached by Kyrie Irving and our founder, Anthony Shriver.
Nice.
Yeah, and the teams were made up of some of the members of our school-based chapter, including Silas and his buddy, and some of our sponsors and big donors.
Okay.
And then we had some ringers. We had some guys that were members of the Cuyahoga County Special Olympics basketball team that had just won the state championship.
Nice.
And one of those guys, I tell you what, he sunk a three-pointer at the buzzer, won the game for Kyrie's team.
Oh my gosh.
You would have thought Kyrie had just won $1 million. He was jumping around like a kid. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
It was a really great, like we couldn't have scripted a better finish for that game. It was exciting.
So now as the kids, like for the school chapters, as they graduate, is there a graduation process with them best buddies? Are you best buddies for life? How does that work?
There's really not, we would like to look at it as your best buddies for life.
Okay.
So we have a few buddy pairs that have been made that have lasted such a long time. There's a woman who's on our board now who is a recipient of services in the Butler County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Okay.
She was paired with a young woman that was a student at Miami University, and that would have been 12 or 13 years ago when that chapter was first being formed. And they like to say they were the first match made at that college chapter, and they've remained friends all this time. Jody traveled last summer and was in Stephanie's wedding.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. So those matches can last just like our friendships can last.
Right.
Because we have middle school chapters and high school chapters and college chapters, kids really could kind of go from chapter to chapter, which is an exciting thought. In some cities around the country, there are citizens programs where folks from the community are just matched with adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay.
We're really hopeful that we'll be able to launch some citizens programs here in Ohio sometime soon, but we're not quite there yet.
Okay, well, it sounds very promising, and I think that, the more we get the word out,
absolutely,
the possibilities are endless for that.
They really are.
When we come back, I want to talk to Silas a little bit about the fun that he's had in Best Buddies. We'll be back in just a second. Live on Purpose Internet TV show is the vehicle that's going to be what propels that information out for the community and for the members of the community. But it's a movement. I mean, really exposing and bringing information to the public about the community. I'm just a vessel for people's stories to be heard. So a while ago when I was speaking at a conference, this lady came up to my mom and said, "Your daughter, man, the way she speaks, she speaks with purpose," and it just kind of stuck. And I started poetry when she speaks purpose, and it just developed from there. I feel like we all have a purpose, and mine is to develop people and shine a light on people. I represent the person whose voice is big, but doesn't have the power behind it, doesn't have the network behind it. I want to be that network for people. Welcome back, you guys. We are chilling with our best buddies, and I want to talk to Silas about some of the fun that you've had in the program. What's been your most fun that you've had so far?
Wow. Well, my favorite parts of, of course, Best Buddies was to have the ability to play the basketball challenge at the basketball challenge, which was, of course, great fun.
I know. So were you on Kyrie's team?
I was.
Awesome. And you guys won, right? Right. So did you take pictures with them? Did you hang out with them?
That I did.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
What other fun things have you done with Best Buddies?
Just the parts.
Some of the things you do with your buddy.
Some of the things I do with my buddy. Yeah.
That's cool. So what's your buddy's name?
Kyler Baker.
Tyler Baker?
Kyler.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So do you find that with having a buddy, kids are more confident, they have more, self-esteem or what have you.
Absolutely. And they're more fully included into kind of the fabric of the school and the community.
Right.
We also see that there's often a big decrease in bullying in the schools that have Best Buddies chapters.
Right.
We're really providing opportunities for the students to learn leadership skills that can kind of help them to advocate for students who might not be able to advocate for themselves.
Right, right.
And to really stand up and say, this is the kind of school environment we want to have.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure that the parents are grateful because then it starts to build that community for their kids. So are they active as well in the program?
Parents, not so much.
Not so
really,
much,
we like to have the chapters as student-led activities.
Okay.
So they're kind of like any other school-based club.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So have you found to have grown quickly, and what's next steps for Best Buddies?
So we went from those 5 chapters last year to the 19 chapters this year.
Right.
We are still a very small staff. There's just 2 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For 19?
For 19 chapters that are scattered all over the state.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of be limited by our staffing, unfortunately, until we can raise more money.
Right.
So lots of donations are welcome.
Absolutely.
Attendance at events are awesome. And like you said, just spreading awareness that we're out there.
Okay. Now, do you have volunteers that are able to help as well? Or
we do, mostly with the events. We also have some kind of cool activities that are not necessarily focused on any one event. There's a very cool program called eBuddies. Anybody can sign up for eBuddies. It's like an electronic pen pal program.
Yeah.
You sign up and you're matched one-on-one in a friendship with somebody that shares like interests.
Nice.
I just signed up actually the last few months, and I have an eBuddy now. His name is Dale. He lives somewhere in Iowa. He's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
He's a huge Cubs fan.
Okay.
So we have a lot of emails. We have a lot of emails going back and forth right now.
About that.
Yeah.
So how would a viewer sign up for the eBuddy program?
For the eBuddies program, you just go to bestbuddies.org and look for eBuddies. I believe actually if you search for ebuddies.org, that's out there too.
Come up. Okay.
Yeah.
And the citizenship program, is that something that people could read more about on the bestbuddies.org?
Absolutely.
Okay,
bestbuddies.org. And our information is at bestbuddies.org/Ohio.
Okay, good.
And that will keep you up to date on all of our upcoming events.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested in starting up a chapter at your own school, please reach out to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, I just want to thank you both for being on the show. People need to know about Best Buddies, and it sounds like a lot of fun. I want to hang with Silas a little bit myself because he hangs with some cool people. I know, right? So thank you guys for being on the show. Again, you can go to bestbuddies.org to find out more information about Best Buddies, and you can pitch in too through eBuddies. So thank you guys. I'll be back in just a second with a few words. Live on Purpose had a great time hanging out with our Best Buddies, Janet and Silas. Listen, make sure you go to bestbuddies.org to find out more and how you can help. Keep tuning in each and every Saturday right here on YouTube, Purpose Speaks. I'm Purpose, and I'm having a great time this season. I hope you are. Make sure you tune in next Saturday. I'll see you next week.